Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the Thin Crust Flopcast.
Yellow.
Yep, episode 56, folks. And as the title kind of suggests, there's been a bit of a whiplash in the game industry these past couple of weeks.
Oh, yes.
But we'll get on to that in a sec. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Castle Dragons, and I am joined by my lovely co-host. As always, we're joined by It's Damu.
What's up?
Take you just a little bit.
That's because my mouth isn't fully over, near the microphone, so that is on me, so apologies.
Aye.
I apologize. Oh my gosh.
Apologies.
Arrgh.
Error. But yeah, welcome. But yes, welcome. Well, with the weather starting to actually get a lot warmer, you'd think that with everything going on within the gaming industry would actually try and cool down, but it would appear not entirely the case. Yep.
Not at all.
Yep. We've got a variety of things going on here, and some stuff I didn't think we'd actually be talking about again. I thought last time it would be done and dusted.
Yep, but alas, it is not.
Yep. But with that being said, as always, folks, you know what's coming. Demo, what the fuck you been playing
Oh, I've been playing a lot, actually.
the past couple of weeks?
Past couple of weeks, Dark Tide. Road 96 actually been playing the last couple of days. As well as a bit of, obviously, some Dead Island 2, obviously Baldur's Gate, that is a given, so Fallout 4, Dead by Daylight as well, Dragon's Dogma 2, which, on PC, and it's not just with AMD, it's with a bunch of other things as well in terms of, graphics cards and stuff, actually put my PC up to about 80 degrees Celsius.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and I did not realize that until I checked. I was like, "Oh shit! Okay, fuck."
Getting crispy.
It was getting a bit crispy. Yeah, I haven't played it since I did update my chipset drivers though, so that might have something to do with it. But it's also an ongoing problem, because I did do some research into it as well.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
So the issues with Dragon's Dogma seem to continue. Dragon's Dogma 2 seem to continue.
Yeah, I'd want to say that, to be honest, because it feels that way.
Sheesh.
Pardon me.
You've also been hitting that Dark Tide train as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I have been hitting that dark tide train a bit. I cannot English right now. Not English.
Me no speak English. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? God, it's gonna be like that,
I
isn't
do
it?
not understand my own words. What do you mean?
I mean,
So,
sometimes
yeah,
we talk a lot of bullshit anyway, so.
well, sometimes, yeah. But no, that's been about it for me, really. What about you? What have you been playing? Playing for the last couple of weeks? Oh my god.
Well, I've obviously been also doing some Dead Island 2. Also jumped on a new game, Megaton Musashi, which is actually really good. At some point, Lion and I will be playing. I did stream it, however, there was a couple of spots on the stream that were muted.
Okay.
And then I went back through those scenes, and yeah, there was looked like there were songs that played during those bits.
Okay.
I assume like copyrighted songs, so thank heavens Twitch actually jumping in with the save there on that one.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I'll probably only actually stream it when I'm actually doing multiplayer stuff with Lion. Just because then I won't have to deal with that. Which is a shame, really, because the story's actually just starting to get real good. So,
Unfortunately, these things do happen.
yeah. And I would just turn the music down, but that kind of takes away from the atmosphere sometimes.
I'm surprised they don't have what a lot of other games have now when it comes to copyrighted music within the game, is to turn it off.
It's a Japanese game. Not all of those have that, because most of the time that shit's fine.
Ah, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why this one kind of slipped the gun, but who knows? Maybe I'll do another test stream at some point on it and see what happens.
Yeah. That's what you can do, really.
Yeah. I've also been jumping on that Shin Megami Tensei 5, not Vengeance, the original, because I heard that Vengeance actually has a bit of a somewhat different storyline. So, and for some reason they're taking the original SMT5 off the store on Switch in place of Vengeance.
Weird.
I know. It's like, why?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, honestly.
No. And it's like, if it's a completely different story, then have both.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's the same up to a certain point, then it changes.
Okay.
But it's like, why? Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal have literally the same story up to a certain point based on your choices. I'm not going to say spoiler alert because it's been out for a few. To my knowledge, Japan and its copyright laws does not have fair use as a thing, so that may explain some of the decisions they make when it comes to games and music. Ah! That would make sense, actually. Thank you, Charles. Again, I'll do another test at some point. Yeah, also hitting that Star Rail train as well. Not continuing the story, which I know some people are pretty annoyed at me for the fact I haven't jumped on the story more yet. But I'll do it when I'll do it when I want. So chill.
Yeah, exactly. You do it when you're ready. That's the main thing.
Yeah. So calm down there. All right, calm down. And if you don't, there's the door. Don't hit you in the ass on the way out.
Damn.
Get irate Star Rail fans like stop yapping at me like a chihuahua. Come on, little bugger. See that wall? Off we go.
Oh my god.
I do not endorse hurting animals, folks.
Just a little bit of a streaky bit of a dark humor moment. It's all good.
Oh, yeah. Lands on the other side of the wall. Street pizza. But yeah, it's kind of just been like jumping on those. Obviously, to those of you who've been paying attention, I got my new controller.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, which is not as bright pink as the picture showed it to be. So, slightly just
It's just common tactic to marketing, to be fair, I think.
Hey, I got a pink controller. I'll take it. Like, who the fuck lives? The people come in the house. Who the fuck lives here? I come around the corner. Me, motherfucker. Why have you got a pink controller? Because.
Just can.
It's as pink as my penis. Wait, what?
I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it.
Bear in mind, if your genitalia is the colour of this, I think you need to see a doctor. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know what's on with me. Hey, Tara.
I don't know.
But yeah, there's not really much to actually tell on that one, because I've just been, like, doing just long streets on, like, just games. Other than tackling a bit of Pokemon Unite and kind of causing havoc in the ranked scene. And by causing havoc, I mean causing some teams to actually rage quit.
Ah, I see. So you needed to call them abondulants.
Yes, they needed a bondulance. Everyone's going to be happy that that's actually becoming a full-on term. So, with that being said, folks, that's the funny bit over. Now we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Let's get down.
I think, again, as I said, I think there's only real one way to call basically this episode, as you can see in the title of the stream, is Triple A Whiplash. Now, obviously, those of you who are aware, last time we spoke about how Sony had basically said they were no longer going to make it, so Steam players had to make a PSN account to play Helldivers 2. Which, Demo and I did, to be fair, Demo and I did kind of say, like, yay, it's a bit of a victory, but you know this isn't going to be the end of it. And last time I did say, because of how stressful it was finding out all the stuff, we probably won't be tackling any more on the subject. Well, it's not the same thing, but it's bullshit what's happened regardless.
Yep.
And it's not just Helldivers 2, this has happened to as well. Well, for starters, we'll get to the main point of this. Helldivers 2 has been restricted from being purchased in all 177 countries where PSN isn't available. And I have looked this up recently, and it's still not changed.
All things considered, they said they'd reverse it. And
Well, they said they'd reverse the They said they'd reverse the mandatory. What was not expected was them to actually do this while everyone else was celebrating. Now, Arrowhead, some people from Arrowhead have said they're actually trying to speak to representatives and some partners that are at PlayStation/Sony to try and resolve this situation. As of now, I have not heard anything else in regards of it. There's not really been any progress made. And my initial thought when I saw this was maybe because they were already going to enact it, that the restrictions just kicked in. So it's going to take a bit to try and get the restrictions reversed. After 2 weeks with there being no real news on anything, even from Arrowhead themselves, there's not really been anything else said about it. So either my suspicion's right, that's going to take some time to actually get reversed in all 177 countries where PSN isn't supported, or there's some other bullshit going on. At least that was my initial thought. That was until Ghost of Tsushima released on Steam as well.
Yep.
And basically the same thing has pretty much happened to them as well. Oh, they changed CEOs recently. See that? See, throughout the various things I've been looking at, that was not mentioned at all. Charles has just actually
I've not even come across it
yeah.
either, to be honest.
Charles has just informed that Sony's under new management now, so that might actually explain the delay on why this is actually going on.
Possibly.
At least for Helldivers, I don't know why they did that for Ghost of Tsushima though. That I can't. I don't understand why though. And I'm going to say this, Ghost of Tsushima is actually a pretty good game. Both the story and the online. I enjoyed it, at least I know I did, and Charles actually enjoyed it, to my knowledge as well. And a few other people that played it also enjoyed it. So, that's kind of that pretty much happened, I found out about these literally in the past week. So it's like, really, guys? Like, I hope that new management months back, Jim Ryan stepped down end of last year. So hopefully, new management actually sorts this out. New CEO is Japanese to my knowledge, so his mindset on conducting business is way different. Fingers crossed things actually get sorted then. Because usually when a new CEO takes a seat, to my knowledge, business-wise, it takes a sec for... Well, it takes some time before everything gets running to what they're after, to my knowledge. I could be well off there, but... But Damon, what's your thought on all this? Like, it's... It... For Helldivers is one thing, but Ghost of Tsushima...
It doesn't make sense, because not last I knew, but, you know, to my knowledge, Ghost of Tsushima isn't actually multiplayer, is it?
It has online multiplayer.
Oh, it does. Okay. See, I weren't aware of that because I don't play it. I did try once, did give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know, but it's
not your thing.
Not my thing personally. Yeah. Yes, it's not my thing. But either way, like new management or not, it's a bit of a piss poor excuse to you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm just gonna throw this at your face because I can. It doesn't work like that. And it's not good for business at all, honestly, I think, because you've had a few months as new CEO and you're pulling this shit. You had a win, now you're back down to an L again, and it's just, in my opinion, you know, sort your shit out.
No,
I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah.
No, these Helldiver decision and shit are because of the new management. Oh, it's because of them. Oh. Jim stepped down a few years ago, my bad. Alright. Charles is literally just informing us in the Twitch chat, so those of you watching on YouTube, so those of watching just on YouTube, we're literally just getting this info from Charles, literally as he types it in. Yeah, don't worry, Charles. But yeah, no, it's not good. Steam support has confirmed that all this that this has basically been Sony's decision to restrict. So, like, it's bad, and like the L's that Sony have basically caused with recent actions. Not gonna lie, it's kind of because it's caused. New update check Discord. I have now fucked up twice here.
No, you're all good, dude. You're all good.
You're all good, man. You're all good. But as I said, yeah, Jim Ryan stepped down on March 2024. So he did step down literally a few months ago. And it's now Hiroki Totoki that has stepped up. Well, it doesn't change the fact that, like, this kind of isn't acceptable.
There's no kind of about it. It's not acceptable at all, in my opinion.
And I do have some other stuff, essentially, I guess you could say, that kind of has kind of forced another L, I guess you could say. But Damo, you got some stuff for us. How about you tell us what you got on your end?
Okay, so I'm gonna start this off. I don't think I actually spoke about this in the last podcast, but it's about Dead Island, celebrating a year of Dead Island 2. A message from Dambuster Studios. And it says here, and it's on the official website too as well. It's just over 1 year since the launch of Dead Island 2, and all of us at Dambuster Studios are humbled and thrilled by the outstanding response of our passionate slayers. It's true, but it's been a truly memorable year for the Dead Island franchise, and we've had well over 7 million players enter Hell A and a brain-melting 24 billion zombies slayed. Obviously, and counting, guys.
Not to mention how long it fucking took her to actually get the damn game out.
Yeah, I know.
It was
These
literally a
simply
meme as well.
Literally, yeah.
There's even to those of you who are long time watchers, Demo actually even made a bet as well in regards of it. To which, didn't you lose that bet?
Yes, but I also got you the game
Yeah, yeah,
to make up for it. 'Cause I was
yeah,
like, hang on a sec.
yeah, yeah. As you know, I'll just bring it up because it was clipped because that was hilarious.
Yes, I know it's good. Anyway,
Just another W in my many wins when it comes to people making bets with me.
anyway, these simply mind-boggling numbers. We are truly honored to be nominated for the best action game at the Game Awards last year, and more recently for best British game at the esteemed BAFTAs. 2024 has already got off to a flying start with the release of our second story expansion, So LA, and in bringing Dead Island 2 to Steam. Your passionate feedback means a huge amount to us, and we are dedicated to providing ongoing support for Dead Island 2 across all platforms. To all our Slayers, we read and value all your comments and wishes for the future. In the following months, we'll share some exciting and long-awaited new game updates, so stay tuned for more Dead Island 2 content to come.
So
All the best, and thank you for slaying.
So there is actually more DLC on the horizon.
Potentially, yes.
Interesting. Considering like literally years of nothing from them, and now they're actually gonna put work into it. All right. Not gonna lie, for me, the most memorable part of Dead Island, the original, was that one chick that you can literally spam, giving her that one item, and she just goes, "Ooh, champagne."
Oh, I don't think I played that character actually.
No. That's on Dead Island. She's actually an NPC, and if you literally, if you get champagne at any point.
Oh yeah. No, I got what you mean now, yeah.
And if you're doing multiplayer and someone literally and you're literally away at the time, if you're not exactly at the location, you'll hear over the radio, "Ooh, champagne."
Yeah, that mission pissed me off, but luckily it was only a side mission, I think it was. I don't think it was actual mission.
But the fact is, you can keep giving her, even after you complete it. If you keep giving her champagne, you'll actually keep getting rewards. Which is so stupid.
Yeah, that was, like, really fucking broken.
But the thing is, it wasn't just on the PlayStation version, it was also, like, on all the other versions as well.
Yeah, I know.
That was,
it's
an intentional thing.
The irony of it, though, is when I originally played it, I didn't know that was an actual mission you could do until I came across it on YouTube, like, I think it was, like, 4 years later after I got the game.
I don't know
I was
about...
like, okay, let's go ahead and do this, because they were like, oh, it's a secret mission, because everybody just overlooked it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this bitch is so annoying.
Yeah, literally,
I
don't know about it until I actually saw it from a YouTube channel where literally they've been taking a piss out of it. Worst pre-made ever. Love the guys. Hilarious.
Yes, worst pre-made ever is good.
Shout out to Jonk and the others. But yeah, like, Dead Island 2 actually is actually something else. Like, Damo and I were doing a playthrough on it a while back.
Yeah.
And to those of you that were watching me the other day play it, I'm doing my own solo run, but I'm playing as Danny this time.
Hey, nice. I'm playing as Danny on my PC version too. Unless
Hey!
I'm playing with my friend Blue, then I'm playing Carla, and I'm like, God damn it.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Like hearing like Danny is like it's just kind of funny. Like Danny's making me giggle.
It is, yeah.
Danny's actually making me giggle more than Amy did.
Yeah, I know. I get what you mean. Like honestly, and there's one outfit that I want for Carla, but I don't think it's even accessible. And it's like she's wearing like all leather, like black leather outfit and everything. And I'm like, bruh, I need this outfit. Where can I get it? And I didn't even bother looking it up.
Leather mummy.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Like I've actually just the last thing I did the other day was actually just getting Michael. I just managed to save his dumb ass with that fucking giant spider thing.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's an annoying mission, but it has to be done for the story. Like I don't know how far you are into the story right now.
That's the last thing I did.
Ah, okay, right, fair enough.
So literally just got. Now we're about to go get. We'll go meet up with Sam B and get the guns. FYI,
I do feel
FYI, shout out to Sam B that actually did that track for the first game.
yes.
That's so
Who do you voodoo, bitch?
It's so fucking good. It's so fucking.
It is, but I also feel like I know he's just a little side piece into the story. Like I feel like more justice could have been done for his character, but I also think they should have brought in some of the original like characters from the first one as well.
Well, the thing is, we don't know where the others are. Maybe they're actually more in hiding. And Sam B's literally, he's clearly got his own agenda.
Oh, 100%. I want to see how they actually expand his story. That's what I mean. Like,
Who knows? Maybe we'll get that in the DLC coming.
who knows? Indeed, I really fucking hope we do.
Who do you voodoo, bitch?
They need to do a quest called Who Do You Voodoo, bitch, or at least like Who Do You Voodoo? Because honestly, that would just take me back.
I saw. Speaking of like ridiculous missions, I remember on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, there's actually a mission on there called Smack My Bishop, and literally they had the dudes from fucking Prodigy in it.
I think I know the bit you got on about.
Yeah, literally, dudes actually arguing with a bishop.
Yep.
It's so fucking stupid. I love when games do little things like that. It's great.
Same. I like it. It's great. It's
Well,
the same as the Watchdog game. Not Watchdog, sorry. Yeah, no, it is one of the Watchdog games. Obviously it's not the latest one out. I know. Legion, Watchdog Legion.
Yeah, that was the last
They've
one.
got they've got Assassin's Creed like stuff in there as well because of all these like little events that they did, like collaborative events, and they've kept them in the game.
Hey.
So when I came across that, I was like, oh my god, no way. Because back in the day, I did used to be a massive Assassin's Creed like little fanboy. I wanted like Ezio's jacket. I wanted obviously I couldn't have the real thing because you know that could hurt people, but the hidden blade on the wrist, like, bruh.
Yeah, I remember.
It was great.
I remember. Me and one of my friends, we literally he just wanted to go out shopping just to pick up some bits for Christmas. And we actually saw, like, obviously one of the replica, like, hidden blade things.
Oh, nice.
In game.
Fuck it out.
And he was tempted to actually get it. Yeah, the games and the game stores in my area actually have, like, had more, like, merchandise and stuff like that. Like, last time I went in there, they got, like, this whole, like, massive bin. I guess you could call it a bin. It's not like a giant, like, box thing. It's full of Pokemon plushies.
Yeah, it's the same over here. That's about
like,
as much.
I was tempted to get this giant fucking Mew that was in there.
Oh, you so should have.
I would have done,
but then again.
But
I was gonna say, like, then again, you would have had to hide it anyway, because that one day I come over, you're just gonna notice it's missing.
You try and nick it, I'm a fucking tan your ass, girl. I am not letting you get away. So as you try and steal my Sylveon, I'ma have you. I'ma take you out. I'ma take you out.
I'm not interested in Sylveon, you're fine.
Good, because that's what my girlfriend gave me.
Exactly. Like, why would I do that? It's a gift to you. Like, it's fine. Just to clarify as well, I'm the exact same with hoodies. Like, if you let me wear your hoodie, you will have to ask for it back by the end of the day when, like, we depart, because I'll be like, hoodie. Because I forget, one, that I'm wearing it, and two, if I like it, I'm just going to be like, ooh, shiny.
Yeah, nah, you ain't.
But you will end up getting it back, like, you know, however long later you're fine. Like,
several years later.
Several years later, I've got my camera on, and, like, in a VC with, like, say, Chaos or whatever, and then, like, if it's one of his hoodies, like, Damo? Yes. Is that my hoodie? Yeah.
Give it back.
Give it back. Okay, I'll come back down, like, at some point. It's all good.
Oh, fuck.
I'm definitely a hoodie type person, though, honestly. I prefer hoodies over jackets, because
yeah,
the material's
same.
nicer.
Same.
It's great.
They actually do hoodies and stuff like that in the game in my local game.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah.
They don't do that in my local one. And they've got it mixed with like fucking Sports Direct now as well.
They got
so
like pop. They got
oh,
like those like pop figurines in there as well.
Yeah, they've got a couple of them, but it's mainly now they've got the Funko Pops, the plushies, some games, and that's it. Because where it's merged with Sports Direct,
Oh yeah, no,
like they
oh
used
no,
to have all the computer
I'm
stuff, they used to have like fucking everything in there.
yeah,
Now they just don't.
I'm gonna have to. If you come down at some point, I'm definitely gonna have to take you over to that one, to my one.
Yes, because if there is a Snorlax,
I think there
I
was.
need a Snorlax.
I think there was the last time I was in there. That was a few months ago,
Mm.
but then again, so I did see like a Charmander in there as well.
Mm.
What I was looking for was an Umbreon.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
More
Honestly.
specifically, shiny Umbreon.
Ooh.
Shout out Lilith, my shiny Umbreon from Pokemon Scarlet has caused so much terror to people.
Yes, it has, because you made it OP as fuck and broke it.
No, I trained it well,
Mm-hmm.
and now I've given it foul play. So if the opponent has a Pokemon that's got a high attack, foul play turns that attack on them.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. I was wondering why the other day when I was going up against, I think it was RPG or one of the guys I was watching, and I one-shot their Pokemon. It's like, but wait, Umbreon's attack stat is dog shit. And then
That does make sense.
I read foul play, and it's like, oh shit.
Okay, then. New broken thing added to my mon. Let's go.
Proceeds to come at you with a mon that's more special built than a physical built.
Yes, very much so. That is definitely 100% the case, yeah.
No, that's actually how you go around it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the opponent I was going up against, they also brought an Umbreon, and it's like we just kept on like they Dark Pulse me, I foul play, Dark Pulse, foul play, Dark Pulse, foul play, Dark Pulse, foul play. I had a slight advantage though because I had leftovers on mine.
That makes sense, yeah.
Plus with the Triforce of stats.
Damn. Honestly, just damn.
Also, shout out to the rest of my team. Shout out to Jolene. The Annihilate. People hate that. Lion hates I called her Jolene. Oh god.
Instead of like, Dolly Parton going like Jolene.
No.
Jolene,
No. Juries will call her Jolene.
Hmm.
The recent JoJo series.
Oh, okay.
Literally, the main protagonist is called Jolene, and I know what happens to her at the end. So I'm not going to say for spoiler reasons, because I know obviously there are some people that are probably still watching it, but yeah, there's a reason for it.
No, I was just gonna say instead of like Jolene, please don't take my man. It's Jolene.
That's what we do.
Please go and attack that man.
That's actually what I sing every time. That's actually what I sing every time. That's actually what I sing every time I get her out.
Tadpoling for the win.
Oh, I need a battle icy again. It's been a bit. I think the last time I fought her was when I actually retired as champion in Kiwi's League.
Mm-hmm.
Where I found a way to reverse her fucking Poundstone's bullshit. Literally, it comes out as like literally the last Pokemon on your team. It can fucking one-shot. Because its move actually gains 50 power for each fallen Pokemon on your team.
Oh, fuck that.
So if it comes out, it's literally, I think it starts off like 50 base power, and then you add literally like 5. You add that 5 times, you'll actually got a fucking 300 or 400 base power move with 100 accuracy.
Fucking hell, man.
The only way I found to actually, I've come up with 2 ways to actually deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Mimikyu. Copycat.
Makes sense.
As long as Mimikyu's not been hit beforehand, boom.
Not
And
bad at all,
I changed my changed Jolene's terror type. It's now it's now normal. So if I terrorize Jolene when fighting it, and it uses that move, because it's a ghost type move, it won't work. Because ghost Pokemon can't touch normal types.
Damn, that's just cruel.
Hey, I had to come up with a plan. In the exhibition, she whooped me with that thing.
Oh yeah, but...
Yeah. So, of course, I had to step up the play. It's like, alright.
I bet.
Well, actually, no. The first time she whooped me with it. Then she took me on again. Then she actually took me on after going through the league. And I whooped her. And then, literally, I'd found out I had to battle Heart almost immediately. And then I'd find out I had to battle Icy again. So I literally had to go, battle, battle, battle. I had to go, battle, wait. Battle, battle, battle. With the championship on the line.
Jesus.
Hence why I was able to retire as champion. Because I was like, yes! Fuck you, Goku!
Fuck you, Goku? Really?
Have you not seen that? Have you not seen that little video? Goku versus Shaggy. Goku steals Shaggy's food. Like, fuck you, Goku! Proceeds to whoop his ass.
What you going on about, yeah.
I got shown that a few years ago. It's funny as hell. We do occasionally talk about video games here, folks.
Right? 100%.
Hi, YouTube. By the way, I don't know if this will activate it, because there's a new thing I've seen that YouTubers have where they say that they press the like button, it actually shines.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen some YouTubers get it. I don't know if it works all the time, but hey, if you do like the video, then smash that like button down below. It'll do me a solid. Cheers.
Fuck's sake, you and your do me a solids.
Have you seen Final Fantasy VII Abridged?
Yes, because we watched it. If you remember, we actually watched it like last year.
I can't remember. I've watched a lot of Abridged with people. I know we watched SAO Abridged. I didn't know we'd watched Final Fantasy VII Abridged.
No, we definitely did watch at least some of it anyway, so you could actually show me the reference, I think it was.
Yeah. Can you do me a solid 5 guys deep? Ah! Oh yeah, you first. I gotta watch that again. That was hilarious.
Right? Honestly.
It would literally not gonna lie. Watch Final Fantasy VII Abridged, and then play old school Final Fantasy VII. You could not take it seriously anymore.
No, I probably wouldn't, to be honest.
Shall we get back to what we're meant to be doing?
Yes, we should, I think. So, have you got anything?
I've got a few things, actually. A few things still. And a bit of a question, really. Because you've played all, well, at least a few of the Resident Evil games.
Yes, I have played the majority.
And I assume you played Resident Evil 5, correct?
Yes, back in the 360 days, I believe, if I can remember correctly on that front, yeah.
Now,
actually, no, it was PS4, wasn't it? PS4. Yeah, no, it was Xbox.
360, 360, PS3, PS4.
Yeah, because I used to play it on the 360.
And Xbox One, because they brought them out as remasters. So, for some reason, people seem to now, for some reason, out of nowhere, I don't know where the fuck this has come from, people are now saying that Resident Evil 5 won't get a remake. Obviously, it was kind of I assume this is something to do with, obviously, the conversation of, like, because of Resident Evil 4 getting a remake recently. And then a VR remake as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, people say they won't get that Resident Evil 5 won't get a remake because apparently it's got racial undertones.
Okay, like I remember the words. Balls. Hi, inventor and
Bacon. Hey, look, it's father and son.
Yes, the father son duo. Anyway, um,
We're gonna get such abuse for that
so
later.
yeah, probably. But anyways, I remember playing it, and I've not seen any racial undertones, at least going based by memory. However, I do have it on my PlayStation 5 installed, so I will obviously go back and play that. So, like, it is one of those, really. But I think it's more of the fact is it may not have aged well. Personally, I don't see an issue with it because obviously everything that's going on. If anything, I think people would actually genuinely have more of an issue of the cult like approach to it because it was more heavy and more insinuated than what it is,
But
in games nowadays.
but here's what seems to be from what I've witnessed people like saying. For some reason, some people have said, and this is a quote, by the way, folks. People aren't playing the game to kill zombies. They're killing. They're playing the game to kill Africans.
But that's not the case though.
I know, and literally, I have seen quite a few people. Hell, even some. I think I even saw an article from IGN actually saying that it's kind of dumb that people are like stating that because it's not a war on race; it's a war on bioterror. Now,
Well,
granted, obviously, some people are obviously saying, "Oh, but it's a white American going into an African country where and he's like going around killing Africans." It's like he's going there because there's reports of Umbrella literally on the verge of possibly researching and unleashing a virus. He's there to try and help prevent another Raccoon City.
exactly. Like, put it this way, this is literally what it says on the ResidentEvil.fandom.com wiki. So this is the official Wikipedia for Resident Evil 5. The plot: the Umbrella Corporation and its crop of lethal viruses have been destroyed and contained, but a new, more dangerous threat has emerged. Years after surviving the events in Raccoon City, Crest Redfield has been fighting the scourge of bioorganic weapons all over the world. Now a member of the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, BSAA, Chris is sent to Africa to investigate a biological agent that is transforming the populace to aggressive and disturbing creatures. Joined by another local BSAA agent, Shiva Alamar, the two must work together to solve the truth behind a disturbing turn of events. That is literally the plot. That is literally the plot.
Now, some people obviously are basically gonna. Yes, Savannah, we're on that topic. Yes, we did speak about it. You and I, because it's like we just. I personally think a game like Resident Evil 5, for me, for years, the only real issue I've heard from people is the AI when you're playing single player.
Yeah.
Not once was race brought up in any way, shape, or form in regards to the game. And the game's been out for years.
Mm-hmm.
If there would have been any call of any form of racism coming from it, it would have been before now.
Yeah.
So I have seen a couple. I have seen a couple of. Seen a couple of black men actually on social media, literally saying that this is like it's from the sound of things. It sounds like people trying to white knight for stuff that really isn't an issue. I believe his term was, I don't care what skin colour you are. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, blue, purple, whatever. If you're a zombie and you're coming to bite me, I'm going to take you out. Unquote. Which, to be fair, when you're encountering a zombie, you're not exactly going to worry about its rights, are you? If a zombie's coming after you, you're going to try and take it out before it takes you out.
Yep.
So in regards to the whole thing of it being, of basically the game being racist because of where it's set, like, not gonna lie, you're kind of stretching it a bit thin there because there have been games that have also been set in Africa that have had a similar type tone. And it's like, I did also see one person on Twitter, I know, not exactly the best place to get in some of these references, but they do make some sense, So it's racist for that to all happen, but you guys have no problem with doing it to Spanish people in Resident Evil 4. Like, it's kind of a fair argument.
Exactly.
But do I feel that I've played Resident Evil 5, and I have watched cutscene movies, and several people, and even the voice actor of Wesker himself play the game. Called with another streamer. It was hilarious to watch. Especially see as Wesker, he misclicked a button, and him and the streamer got taken out by Wesker and the boulder.
Okay, nice.
And he also misclicked the button as well to fire the rocket at the end.
I'm not even gonna ask.
And he was jokingly like, "Oh, it's lag! It's lag!" It's like, yeah, shut up. But yeah, do I feel that Resident Evil 5 is racist? No.
No.
But I can't exactly say much. Because when it comes to stuff, I don't look at skin colour. I look at the person.
Same.
So... But that's probably because I ain't got time to be racist and shit like that. It's just like... Just get over yourself, people. Yeah. And again, it's a zombie game, you know? And it basically shows that when it comes to bioterror, it's not just going to happen in America or Europe. It's going to spread all over the world. Like that type of shit is like pretty legit. Because it's the that's why I say that zombies for me are actually a bit more scarier, because it's the closest thing to an actual real horror.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because literally all it would take is just from some government loony to create some shit like that and release it. Here's a solution, turn all the zombies into orcs. No, that's even worse, because they're coming at you as orcs. Then it's even worse, because they're going to kill us. I'm sorry, I don't want an undead orc charging at me.
That would be pretty terrifying, though, honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be even worse. But yeah.
Just be like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
But yeah, Damo. Would you agree with me on that one? That in terms of a racial undertone, there's not really one, and people maybe just make it...
No, there's more of a cult of fucking undertone rather than anything else. Like, I'm sorry, people. Can you just, like, I don't know, grow the fuck up about it? It's okay.
Hey, who knows?
I don't know.
Hey, you know, and this might be just me, like, actually saying this, but hey, who knows? Maybe all this controversy will actually get Capcom to halt the fuck up on any more Resident Evil games, and maybe focus on some of their other bloody IPs.
You'd think, but probably not.
Like,
and
come on!
It's like, they're already living mushrooms with teeth and metal, bro. No.
Hey, it's me, Toad!
Oh my god, could you imagine? No. I do not want that thought process.
Hey, it's me, Toad! I'm gonna bite you!
Oh no.
I'm sorry, but if I looked down and I saw a mushroom literally sounding like Toad, and actually talking to me like Toad, I'm gonna kick it and just walk the other way.
But they have a Cockney accent. Oh no.
I just can't help but think of fucking Hellsing Ultimate Abridged.
Exactly. Oh no. You're saying that shit now.
Oh no, that's not gonna go down well. Oh
No,
fuck.
no, it's not. Really not.
Like, not gonna lie. People say that there are certain scenes in the game though that are like racial fearmonger, and it's like, you do like you do realize it's actually like what? What?
No, I'm not being funny. I'm so fucking absent-minded when it comes to playing video games as a whole. I wouldn't have noticed anyway. Like, I know that sounds horrible, but it's the truth.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like it's a video game. Like the aim of the aim like this might be just because I'm old, but the point of a video game is to take us away from the real shit because guess what? Real life sucks.
Yep.
We're trying to have fun in a environment that's not what we're in.
We're here for good time, not a long time.
Unless you're playing Alien Isolation, in which case, yikes. Shout out, Tyler. But yeah, like it will. I guess not gonna lie. In terms of like that whole thing, I guess it'd just be like an ongoing topic. I just think in this instance, Resident Evil 5 is getting caught in the crossfire.
Yeah.
And people may just, be trying to pick at little things.
It sounds about right. It is the internet.
The internet do be a little bit sensitive.
Oh my god.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong, but oh my god.
Kill the mutant. Purge the unclean. Yes, David did talk about playing Dark Tide. But yeah, Damo, what else you got for us?
Sweet. Let's see. Oh, a little bit of a update about Fallout London.
Honestly, not gonna lie, I honestly didn't think we'd actually hear anything for another few months.
It's not so much of a update as in like release, but it's basically the title as follows from thegamer.com: report Fallout London's delay and a move to GOG. GOG tells us about its partnership with Fallout London, a game that's overflowing with love for the series, which it is. At least on my part anyway. Whenever we cover Fallout London, we get a few readers who understandably believe that it's an official Bethesda release that escaped their notice. It's easy to see why. Its various screenshots and trailers certainly look the part. With a team of passionate devs using Fallout 4 as the foundation for a unique story, complete with new characters, items, textures, voice acting, and much more. Now the lines between mod and game blur even further. With GOG set to host Fallout London, this is among the first releases of its kind, with the previous ambitious fan projects like Fallout the Frontier and New California both launching via Nexus mods, not long-running gaming storefronts. The problem is that Fallout London was just way too big for Nexus, so it needed a much larger site to rush in and save the day. We initiated discussions with GOG to release Fallout London after Nexus faced challenges hosting the files, says Fallout London's project lead, Dean Carter. Without the combined help of Nexus mods and GOG, releasing Fallout London wouldn't be possible. Perhaps unsurprisingly, GOG has run into the same problem we do whenever we write about it, the need to ensure that fans don't mistake this for an official release. It's a super interesting project, a GOG spokesman tells me. For us, it's a release unlike any other. And how do you market Fallout London on the store? It's a DLC, but it's not really a DLC, so how do you approach that from a digital platform side? But it also just basically goes into saying as well, why GOG decided to back Fallout London, and they have actually admitted that the project has proven challenging, especially when it comes to communication, but it's a challenge they're up for as the site is eager to appeal to the modding community. I think for us, and what distinguishes GOG from Steam, is that we're just a bunch of very enthusiastic guys. There was just a project that we wanted to support, and we're like, hey guys, this is great, let's do it. It's going to be fun preparing for this. We were already having tons of fun. Of course, they're open about the corporate angle. Good PR in the gaming community is always helpful, but this was on their radar anyway. Overall, a lot of us are modders, says the spokesperson. A lot of us love Fallout 4. Passion aside, they initially had very little time to get this work done. By the time that GOG was brought on board, Fallout London was just weeks away going live, as its original release date was timed to coincide with St. George's Day on April 23rd. Then, just off the back of the Fallout TV show, Bethesda revealed that Fallout 4's long-awaited next-gen update would launch on April 25th, 2 days later. So obviously, under those conditions, Team Fallout London couldn't just, you know, release it, because it literally, when I say it broke everything, I mean, you know, the script extender that they used, it fucking went kaput. Like, it was broken. And the person who made the script extender, or the team that has done, at least anyway, they are, just to clarify, they are working on it. They are trying to get, you know, some form of like releases out for the script extender, so they can obviously see what's, you know, fully broken, what's not, fix it and stuff like that. And obviously, because there's been a bunch of shit that got broke within the game itself, Bethesda has actually released an update which actually broke the EXE. I just want to point that out. Broke the EXE because they did not update the EXE file itself. Okay?
That's a big oof.
Yeah, and this is mainly on PC. I don't know if it was the same for console users. And since I heard that, I was like, I'm not playing Fallout 4 for a little bit until that shit's fixed, because no thank you. Like, I'm good. You know?
What's this? Fallout not actually... Fallout, a Bethesda game actually having issues to which is causing the game not to work? Legasp! Not the first time they've done that shit.
Well, exactly, isn't it? But yeah, just to give you guys an update on the front of the release date sort of thing, there isn't one currently. There's just a lot in the background, you know, behind the scenes that does need to be fixed. So I'm trying to be patient. I'm also in the official Discord for Fallout London as well. So once I see that little red dot hover around Fallout London Discord, I will screenshot that shit and I will literally bring it to the table whenever there's an update about it in terms of the Flopcast. You know, so it's just one of them, really.
So currently, as it stands, Fallout 4 possibly not working. Fallout London,
it's yeah.
Actually a side project, got nothing to do with Bethesda.
Basically.
Also, hello Saphira and everyone watching on Saphira's end, because I know you're watching. I know you're watching the stream on your channel. I kid you not. I just literally peered over and they're watching us as we speak.
Hi everyone. But yeah, basically, but it's the fact that GOG have taken this on and we're like, let's fucking go. Like, the file is literally about 30 to 40 gigabytes total, for, you know, Fallout London. So understandably, Nexus could not actually host the files for it.
Understandable.
But the fact that, you know, GOG has gone, you know what, we'll take it on. We like a challenge, mate. We've been looking at your shit and waiting for it to come out anyway. We'll help you out. It's all good. You know? So hopefully we do hear something soon in regards to an update of when it may potentially be released, because I've been waiting a good couple of years for this now.
Well, to be fair, people have been waiting for something in regards to it, and like literally the last Fallout game was 76, and considering the rocky road that was that, people have been waiting on the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, people have also...
I don't think Bethesda's going to, honestly.
I don't know. It depends on how well this London one does.
But this is the thing, it's not associated with Bethesda.
I know,
at all.
but it might actually get them to go, people seem to actually, you know, actually rather curious about this. Aslan goes, woof. Hey, Aslan!
Aslan, you beautiful boy.
Hey, Aslan, good boy. Good boy.
Aroo.
Ooh, woof.
Ooh, woof. So yeah, there's that, really. I just had to shorten down the article because it is quite a long one, honestly. But
yeah,
definitely, if you can, like, you know, do your research into Fallout London, because the screenshots look amazing for what they've already done so far.
So I've got two more articles. One essentially kind of an L for PlayStation, somewhat, and a W for Nintendo and Xbox and PC. Final Fantasy maker Square Enix will aggressively pursue a multi-platform strategy after profits tumble.
Go on.
So, in regards of, recently we've seen the likes of, Square Enix has released a few games over the past year. Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, Foam Stars, and obviously, of course, the most recent Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Now, what has caused quite a bit, what's causing quite a bit of a stir, especially on the Square Enix's end, is the exclusivity of them. I.e., 16, 7 Rebirth, more specifically. The fact that they've been kept on the PS5. Foam Stars was essentially a flop. There's no denying that. They literally tried to essentially make a Splatoon, but with foam. That's literally...
Interesting.
Yeah, I played a little bit, and it's like, this is basically just... What? Why? But yeah, no. They've tried to add some story elements to it for each of the characters. It's just like... It's not done as well as they would hope, so I imagine the service might shut down within the next year or so.
Yeah.
But the fact is, with Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, it would look like, from what I've been seeing, that profits for those games, especially considering Final Fantasy is a huge series, have not exactly done well. Yes, and that would be due to their exclusivity being on PS5, as I said. Again, you and I both knew that this was going to be a bad idea when they when they announced that the rest of the Final Fantasy Remake series was going to be on PS5 only. After they literally said that it was going to be on PS4 and PS5.
Yep.
Which I imagine is probably either them or it's actually a Sony thing on that end, considering they were exclusive for that one. But from what I can gather, it looks like they're going to be aggressively pursuing a multi-platform games from here on out.
Okay.
I guess the exclusivity, essentially, you could take it as a learning curve for them.
100%.
You'd have thought Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth would have actually net them a pretty good profit. Considering how well Final Fantasy 7 Remake did.
Yeah.
The DLC, not as much. The interlude. Well, I can kind of see why profits would not be going well for them. And it's literally a case of they've just made a decision and it's not gone well for them. Now, regarding Final Fantasy 16, because I know there are people that had some negative thoughts about the game. And especially since they've actually just released some DLC for 16.
Yeah.
The game is actually really good. The storyline, good. The characters, good. I actually like the game. I think it's actually a good game, and I think it's... I guess you could say it's one of those ones that's kind of like the dark horse. But then again, that's not saying much. I like 13 and the entire series of 13, and people hated that. But I did actually report on this a few weeks ago about Square Enix basically have taken a massive financial smash in regards of content lost, or rather stuff they'd had to cancel. They've clearly learnt that maybe sticking to just next-gen console, or rather one next-gen console, might not be a good idea. Maybe when more people actually have the next-gen consoles, then maybe that would have actually been a smart idea.
Yeah.
But it's kind of not really paid out for them. And the company saw a apparently the company saw a significant operating loss of 8.1 billion yen, approximately $51.9 million.
Fucking hell.
That is not something to sniff at, folks.
That definitely is not.
Overall, it's been a tough time for Square Enix, which had already absorbed 22.1 billion yen, approximately $140.9 million, in what it called content abandonment losses.
Jesus.
Yes. Probably their only real major success has obviously been Final Fantasy 14, which continues to bring in a shit ton of money even as it goes. Don't get me wrong, I have my own issues, but I cannot deny that Final Fantasy 14 is very successful.
Yeah.
It actually is. The fact that they've actually expanded what you can do on the free side of things, and they continue to expand even to the some of the more recent updates, is, not gonna lie, I thought it was a bold move. But from what I've seen, it's paid off for them tremendously. So, again, as I said, I do have my own reservations in regards of Final Fantasy 14, but that's just because the login system I personally think is dog shit. But again, sorry, I was reading Saphira's comment. They've... Because Azan was growling because she told him to stop.
No, I saw that.
But, it's going to be interesting to see where Square Enix goes from here, because they're not exactly a company that's new to this, and taking hits like this will hurt them, but I think, based on their reputation, it will hurt them in a good way, and they are clearly noticing. So, I imagine, for those of you that are on PC, Xbox, and Switch, or more specifically Xbox and PC, look forward to maybe actually seeing the rest of the remake games coming to your platforms very, very soon. That's just an assumption, but all things considered, I imagine that's what's probably going to happen.
More than likely, honestly, and I want to see that shit because we love it when a development company listens to their fan base.
I don't think it's a case of listening to their fan base on this one, Damon. I think it's a case of listening to the money. This is one of those times
regardless, the fact is they've learnt their lesson. Just...
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like, it could have... The thing is, they could have actually done well. It's just... Especially considering Sony's reputation recently. People are... Even though PlayStation 5 have actually sold more than Xbox X/S so far. I think I saw they've sold like 1.5 times more than Xbox has.
Yeah.
Which just kind of goes to show that there's more what people want on PlayStation than there is Xbox. But that's, again, it sucks, but at the same time, it kind of calls onto this next topic. It's kind of also why this one is particularly labelled Triple A Whiplash. Obviously, to those of you who have been paying attention, the studio that made Hi-Fi Rush last year, which actually won a BAFTA, which is not exactly anything to sneeze at. Unfortunately, the studio has been shut down. Here's, however, where Microsoft takes the biggest fat L in my book, especially considering everything else that's going on. Microsoft has said, and I quote, it needs games like Hi-Fi Rush in order to actually get, and needs, Xbox Studios leader described wanting small and prestigious games in a town hall with employees a few days, literally about last week. And they're also claiming that they want games, those small games, to actually, you know, be able to get them release net like awards and prestige. Yeah, kind of hard to actually follow that claim when you literally shut down the fucking studio that actually got an award. And Hi-Fi Rush was not actually something that was just like something small. It's a rhythm action game that featured music by the Black Keys and Nine Inch Nails, along with a few others.
Mm-hmm.
It was, the way it was styled was like the games of the PS2 era. 4 months after its release, Hi-Fi Rush had actually hit 3 million players. And for literally a game that had been teased slightly but not really known about, to hit that much shows how well it did. Now, granted, some people are actually, I have seen some people say that the reason why they shut it down was because it didn't net the sales. I'm sorry, but when you put a game immediately on your Game Pass, where it's like 13, 15 quid a month,
something like
that people can pay for just to be able to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guess what? Stuff like that's gonna happen. But I'm sorry, the fact is, it still sold well. And I'm sorry, if the game wasn't doing that well, why did you then put it on PlayStation as well?
Exactly.
So the fact is, they're saying they want games that make them prestige and awards, and yet they then, literally the day after they shut the studio down, I'm sorry, but Microsoft, what the fuck are you doing? In the past few months, we've had PlayStation, literally, we had PlayStation hit with a massive game in terms of Helldivers 2, and then they pulled the bullshit that they've done. And now they've pulled even more bullshit. We knew that you guys, Damo and I said this previously, and Damo can back me up on this. We knew that the whole acquisition of Activision Blizzard was going to bite you guys in the ass, but we did not know how bad it was going to be. Mm-hmm. The fact is, you're shutting down studios that are actually doing what you are asking them to do.
Do you want to know something funny?
What?
Right, and I'm just going to say it outright, and again, this is my opinion. It just seems to be, to me, in my unprofessional opinion, it's as if both Sony and Microsoft are basically doing a who's got the biggest dick, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, my dick's bigger than yours sort of competition at this point. And it's literally over how, like, I don't even know if it's because of, like, they're doing it being like, oh, who can show the biggest L? And they're just secretly sitting there making these bets saying, oh, yeah, us Sony, we're going to make the biggest L this year. Or Microsoft's going to doing it like, no, it's going to be us. Like, bet, pay up.
Yeah. And
that's what it feels like to me. Like, my dick's bigger than yours.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
And
I'm just sitting there like,
I'll agree. Last year, like, you and I highly criticised the acquisition. Last year, we were highly skeptic. For good reasons. Like kind of what they're doing now with mass layoffs. Sony's bullshit literally has got them obliterated, as Inventor has just said. There was no question or doubt whatsoever that their bullshit is going to get them completely obliterated. Like, I'm a PlayStation player, but I'm also a Switch player, Xbox player when I can afford to pay it, as well as a PC player. I'm a hybrid, as is Damo and a few other people we know. We play the games what we can, where we can. We're not fanboys. Granted, some of our content does tend to lean towards more PlayStation, but that's just because where they came from. That's just like, just because we're playing games that are on the PlayStation doesn't mean that's where our loyalty lies. Our loyalty lies to the game industry and the actual consumers, to which we are also.
I'm gonna just say this genuinely for all intents and purposes. This is actually a literal joke that I'm about to make. My loyalties lie when my PC doesn't want to fucking break on itself, like it did last year.
Yeah. The thing is, Inventor's right. They did get forced to back down, but then they pulled that shit. But then they pulled the bullshit of literally Helldivers and Ghost of Tsushima basically not being available in all 177 countries where PSN isn't supported. Do you know what's even...
Oh, apparently I'm quite hard to hear. Sorry.
Odd.
I was eating a donut, that's probably why. Because I was trying not to be near my mic.
Odd. No one else has said anything. But,
My apologies, I was actually eating a donut because I got a bit snackish, so...
Fair.
But, yeah, I was a little bit away from my mic.
but that aside, like, Sony, they fucked up royally in regards of Helldivers and Ghost of Tsushima. Do you know what's even weird? I looked at the list of places that has no PSN support. Because obviously it goes obviously with Helldivers and Ghost of Tsushima. Do you know where else doesn't have PSN support?
Go on.
The Isle of Man.
Wait! Oh no!
I kid you not. I looked at the list and I saw the Isle of Man.
What the fuck?
Yeah! Like, what the hell? Literally just south of the border of us. Like,
that's just rude.
Like, what the hell? Sony.
That is actually really rude.
Sony, you guys seriously fucked up with this, alright? I will say this. I just want to be able to play. I want to be able to play games with people from all over the world. I want to be able to have fun with people all over the world. Like, I want to actually enjoy it. I want to actually enjoy games. Not wonder if the game I'm going to play is not going to be available in a different country because you guys are throwing a hissy fit because the studio that you're meant to be in charge of turned around and went, fuck you. Me and Ivy, like, we spoke about this the other day, and it's like, it feels like someone needs to be a parent to these, someone needs to basically be the adult here in between all these companies. Between Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo.
Oh, I remember that conversation, yeah, I believe I was there for that.
Yeah.
I do remember it being spoken about.
And I need to say this so that it can actually go down on record. I feel like someone just basically needs to stand there in between all of them and go, right, Sony, you in the corner, Nintendo, you in the corner, Xbox, or Microsoft, whatever way you want to call it these days, you're also in the corner. Sony, you were actually doing good up until recently when you decided to be an absolute fucking dickhead. Just because Microsoft over there has had several years of being an arsehole doesn't mean that you have then the right to actually do something even fucking worse. Microsoft, stop being a greedy cunt just because you're flashing your money around everywhere. You think you know what you do, but guess what? You're pissing everyone off. Nintendo, you're kind of being stupid, and you're kind of not letting people actually share your stuff. All right. I get you're trying to hold on to stuff, and you're not trying to make sure people don't use it incorrectly, but learn when to keep your mouth shut. Now, all of you, if you can't play nice, shut up shop and shut the fuck up. Because guess what? I can pretty much speak for almost the entire consumer base of the gaming industry, and I think it might be a bit of a stretch, but I think I can actually, within my rights, actually say this. All three of them are fucking stupid, and they need to pull their heads out their ass, because at this rate, the game industry is going to crumble. Currently, the only thing that's holding most of the games up these days is the indie titles that are actually doing 10 times better than these AAA arseholes. Helldivers isn't a AAA title, was actually doing way better than any other AAA title that has come out on all three systems in the past year. Had more of a player base than most AAA titles that Sony had actually done in the past 3 years. And that's saying something.
Yeah, exactly. It really is.
Like, again, as I said, Microsoft, they're being hella greedy with buying out all these studios. Yes, Sony's also guilty of that. I'm not, and trust me, they're not out of the fucking crossfire in this. They're under my fucking radar. They're also on my radar as well, trust me. But for fuck's sake, at least when Nintendo are making any news, everyone gets excited.
because they're
Yeah.
actually using the IPs they actually have. They're actually expanding on the IPs they have, and people are wondering, oh, are we going to see some new F-Zero? Are we going to see a new Metroid game? Are we going to see this? Are we going to see that? At least they've actually got something that people are excited about. When then PlayStation make any news, it's a case of, oh god, what's wrong now? When Microsoft make any news, oh god, what's wrong now?
Yeah.
Like, for fuck's sake, can everyone just... Oh my god, this is a quote from Adam Hills, an Australian comedian that you'll find on a TV show called The Last Leg, alright? He says this in regards to politics and all that shit, but I think it's very applicable here, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Can everyone just stop being dicks?
You're right, and I'm sorry to laugh at that, but you are right.
It's like, for fuck's sake! I'm sorry, I'll go rabbit at Microsoft, but literally, when one of the execs from Microsoft was asked about shutting down the studio in regards to Highest Fire Rush, she literally gave some bullshit fucking reason. I was so annoyed I can't even remember what she said, because I'm like, who put you in charge? What makes you think that was a good idea? Like,
Fucking hell.
seriously,
Lion.
exactly, Lion, exactly. They all need to eat a bag of fucking dicks. Hell, you know what? Let's all fucking jump on the Bag of Dicks website and fucking send all the execs a bag of fucking dicks, saying, with no love from the gaming community, y'all need to eat a bag of dicks and fucking chill out.
Before I go on to my bit, okay, I will heavily advise not to do that because it can end up coming back on us in terms of legality shit.
I know, but you get what I mean, though. It's I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Take what you just take what Chaos said with a pinch of salt. It was meant purposefully for
as a joke.
As a joke for comedic purposes.
That
So
whole.
please do not actually send them a bag of dicks, despite yes, it may seem funny at the thought of the idea.
The thought
But
is funny.
at the same time, do not.
The thought is
Do
funny.
not.
The thought is funny. The reality is not so funny. Please do not. Same as do not send death threats. All right, because that's the one thing.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Ivana, please say you haven't actually done that.
Of course he fucking won't.
Good.
If anything, the bag of dicks will get sent my way.
Yeah, you got a point on that one.
But like, I'm sorry, but I will say this: there are also members of the gaming community that I am sad to say that are a part of the community that have sent death threats to various places when stuff's gone wrong. People of Arrowhead, the makers of Helldivers. I know I'm bringing it up again, but they've also been sent some death threats by some people that aren't willing to actually look at the reality of everything that's going on and what actually was the cause of the problem. Do not send death threats. If you do, you're a fucking idiot, and any community that you're a part of, if you claim you've actually done that, you will be kicked out immediately. And I'm ashamed to even be associated in the same gaming community as you. If you send death threats, then you're a moron and you need to get yourself educated. Or better yet, put your controller down, put your keyboard down, put it all away, go outside, touch some fucking grass. Because clearly the gaming
I
community...
should not be laughing, but yeah, it's in all seriousness. Yeah, please do touch that, touch some grass and breathe some oxygen from the trees.
Like, literally, if you're clearly going to get that upset by that shit, then...
Grass doesn't cure stupid.
Yeah, but you know, true terror, true. Grass doesn't cure stupid, unfortunately. Yes, but it means there's one less fucking idiot around. One less idiot we got to deal with then. Who knows? They might actually find something that actually gives them passion, purpose, rather than shit talking on the internet.
But I think, with that being said, I think we're going to move on to the last topic today.
I'm sorry, alright, I'm going to apologise before you continue, David. I just want to apologise the fact that I kind of went off. But this has literally been I've literally been bottling this up for some time, and it's just so irritating.
I know.
I just feel like I had to go on record and say it. Can everyone just stop being dicks?
Which, at the end of the day, yeah, you are right. Like, people do need to stop being dicks. You know? And that's okay. And at the end of the day, like, people do need to stop being idiots. You're right.
Lion, you're not an idiot. You are actually someone that has common sense. That won't do half the dumb shit that we've spoken about.
That is very true.
Damo, take it away. I need to have a fucking drink.
So, I'm gonna let you take that drink for a second because I don't want you to do a spit take. Okay? Let me know when you finish taking your drink.
Done.
Alright, so do you remember the meme that came out about video games being on fridges?
Oh no.
It's not a fridge, no. Instead, Tesla is allegedly pulling Steam support from its vehicles. Back in 2022, Tesla confirmed games like Cuphead, Sonic, and Cyberpunk 2077 could be played as part of a native beta Steam app in the company's S and X models. Now, according to Electrek, the company is seemingly reversing that decision, stating, Tesla is updating a gaming computer in your Model X, and if your vehicle is no longer capable of playing Steam games, Tesla said in a brief statement sent to customers awaiting delivery of their S and X models, thanks BGC in brackets, all other entertainment and app functionalities are unaffected. There's been no confirmation on why the functionality has been dropped, but it's still existing Tesla owners already using the app are unaffected. So, not just that, back in 2021, Tesla was investigated by the US National Highways and Traffic Safety Administration over its passenger play feature. Tesla responded by making passenger play unusable whilst the car is in motion, restricting Steam's functionality so it could only be used when the car was parked or being charged. Now, I know that's a very, very short article that I've read. I just kind of wanted to bring that up because I did not know it was in a fucking car.
It doesn't surprise me. It honestly doesn't surprise me.
And the fact is they're like, oh, okay, yeah, no, we're going to be pulling it from the models that we're like currently making, but you're going to be unaffected. Which, okay, fair enough. Like, do not play games and drive. That's bog standard. I don't know if you remember, but the whole safety feature for Pokemon Go a few years ago.
I remember that.
Because people were driving and, whilst playing the game, which obviously was quite hazardous and dangerous. So on a serious note, guys, do not play games and drive. It is not good for you, and it is not good for anybody else. You need to be keeping your eyes on the fucking road. But at the same point, what the fuck? I just thought this shit was fucking memes, like with the whole fridge thing and everything like that.
Believe it or not, David, that's actually a legit thing. It's not a meme. It's actually legit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've only seen the memes. I've not actually seen it.
No, there is actually legit. There are some fridges that have actually been made where you can play Skyrim.
Damn, I need a fridge. No, I'm just kidding. I do not need a new fridge.
My sister's boyfriend has it, says Inventor. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, fucking hell. Alright, babe, I'm just gonna go make some dinner. Okay, 3 hours later playing Skyrim. In his car, oh my gosh.
No, could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Like, could you imagine playing Skyrim in your car? Like, you fall asleep in the car, and the person that's driving is like, you know what, I'm gonna take a break. Pulls over, boots up Skyrim, you're coming to, and the first thing you hear is, so, you're finally awake.
Finally awake.
That makes you like, wait, what?
Like, huh? I'm confused. The fuck?
Oh, God.
I just didn't think it was a thing. Like, I'm so used to that being consoles and handheld consoles and phones. No, I didn't actually think it would have been a thing. Yeah, honestly, I've been so innocent-minded towards the other products having fucking gaming systems on them now.
Well, a few times you're innocent.
I know, right?
But yeah, no, it's not a new thing. Like, there have been many different devices that have actually tried to actually incorporate the ability to play video games. I think even joking about it, I think even at one point they were actually trying to make a toaster do that as well.
Oh no, that would have gone terrible.
Hang on, I'm just gonna pop my bagels in and I'm gonna play some Sonic.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
I can't even at this point. I can't.
Here's the thing. This type of thing is not out of the realm of possibility. Like, here's the thing. If someone, welcome to the world of what the fuck. On today's episode of How Fucked Up is Fucked Up. They crashed. Why? Because they were playing Sonic. That's fucked up. Well, I've got nothing else.
I mean, I've got a shit ton of stuff, man, but I think I'm a little bit, like, tuckered out from today's episode, honestly.
I mean, it doesn't help the fact I went on a few rants.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
goodness.
folks. I'm sorry, folks, but when I'm passionate about something and when I feel something is absolute bullshit, I will go off, as many of you know.
Yes.
I am not afraid to
Yes.
voice my opinion when I feel it's necessary, and this is one of those times where it's just like, the opinion must be said and we must be united. There's literally chaos going off. Nah.
No.
Fuck off, you lanky Danish
There's
bastard.
more.
No. This is a bucket. Dear God.
Dear
There's
God,
more.
there's
No.
No.
You're gonna do it to me, at least do it right.
It hurt. I'm like, damn.
But yeah, we kind of gone over. We kind of have gone over our usual time. But you know what? Fuck it at this point.
Yeah, we did say if if we're not finished by the hour mark, we'll continue going.
Yeah. But with that being said, though, folks, we are going to call it for the day on the Flopcast.
Yes.
Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you will watch the rest of these that are actually in a playlist. So you can actually get more of a timeline on how we actually started, as well as reached up to this point. And you can kind of see how we've kind of bullshit on our way through this. But the next episode of the Flopcast, ladies and gentlemen, will be on the 3rd of June.
Dun dun dun.
I just actually looked and I just actually did a quick date check as well on the next 3 Flopcasts. The next one after the next one will be the 17th, then the 1st of July.
Oh my god.
So I'm just like, one of these days it's gonna end up on my birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope everyone actually enjoyed this. We are going to go ahead and raid out a certain snake lady that I would like to send you guys over to.
Snitties.
But yeah, I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of the evening. And yes, to those of you that actually saw the schedule, obviously there's quite a bit going on this week. Tomorrow, obviously, it's just a Switch day, so I'm just going to be playing games on my Switch. Wednesday is Street Fighter 6 Akuma release day, so you'll see me on that. So Thursday will be my day off. Friday is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth voice acting. Yeah! And Saturday will just be a random game day, just to wrap it up for the week. But Damo, as always, thank you for joining me.
Anytime.
And thank you everyone so much for tuning in. And thank you guys for contributing to our conversation with the various things. And I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of the evening. And with that being said, raise your pizzas high and say it with me. Stay chaotic and live for the challenge.
Live a challenge. Ooh.
Bye.
Bye.